MEAC Media Day is getting an extra boost from another former NFL star, in Lesean McCoy. Let's talk about it, what it means, and what you should expect from MEAC Media Days on July 2022, on July 22nd, that is. Let's talk about it after the bumper. Stay tuned. What is going on, everybody? What is going on, everybody? My name is JeffLightsyJr. This is the Victory Formation Sports Show right here on JeffLightsYjr. YouTube, Facebook, wherever you get your content. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and notification bell because I upload all the time. Now, the MEAC announced recently that none other than former Philadelphia Eagles NFL star Lesean McCoy will be a part of their MEAC Media Day coverage. This was the announcement made by the MEAC, the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference. It says Lesean Shady McCoy will join Jay Walker and the great Tiffany Greene on ESPN Plus for the MEAC Media Day. On July 22nd at M&T Bank Stadium. If you don't know, M&T Bank Stadium is the home of the Baltimore Ravens. M&T Bank Stadium is going to play the host for the MEAC Media Day, and this is in conjunction with the fact that Michael Vick is now in Norfolk State and Deshaun Jackson is at Delaware State. We broke that news here with yours truly. Now, nonetheless, this is another NFL star, former NFL star, that looks like he wants to get into the HBCU coaching game. Lesean McCoy has made comments in the past about being a future HBCU head coach. I think he's going to want to watch and see how it plays with his former teammates and his friends, both Michael Vick and Deshaun Jackson. But this is all good. There's nothing bad that I think can come from this. The one thing that I am curious is how much work and research is Lesean McCoy going to put into this gig? Like, Lesean McCoy's on TV every day. He's on the facility on FS1. But this isn't the stuff that they talk about on the facility. They might talk about Michael Vick, right? And taking the job at Norfolk, but then it's over. They might have talked about Deshaun Jackson, right? And taking the job at DSU, but then it was over. How much does Lesean McCoy actually know about the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference to be able to host, with Tiffany Greene and Jay Walker, of course, the MEAC Media Day? Like, how much do you know about Morgan State? Like, how much do you know about the other members of the conference? How much do you know about North Carolina Central, about South Carolina State? I think you'll know some and be able to ask intelligent, pertinent questions to Deshaun Jackson at DSU and to Vic at Norfolk. But what about the other institutions that participate in MEAC football, like North Carolina Central, like South Carolina State, like Howard? Howard. We got to talk about Howard for a second. So if you don't remember, Lesean McCoy actually made some comments about Howard, and I'm curious on how that's going, how that interaction between Lesean McCoy and Larry Scott are going to be, the head coach at Howard. And some of you are wondering, like, maybe you don't remember. Like, Jeff, why would you be curious on how the interaction between Larry Scott and Lesean McCoy are going to be? Well, let me share this with you, this tab. And this was a video from January of Lesean McCoy talking about Howard University and the football team. Let's take a listen.
Howard
said, "Oh my God,
Howard, listen, you guys got a lot of great history and tradition, and it would be an honor to accept the head coach's job
at Howard,
at Howard University,
crazy.
and I will make sure that them young brothers will be good, be disciplined, and be great young men.
Uh-oh.
And we're going to win championships.
Y'all see what's going on?
And you got to offer me a lot of money.
Uh-oh.
You feel me?
Uh-oh.
Howard.
Uh-oh.
I'm reaching out once again.
Ooh, hey, that'd be crazy.
Come on.
You just put your bid in right now. Howard don't play.
So yes, he put his bid in to a job that's currently occupied by Larry Scott. So I'm curious. I'm sure I've interviewed Larry Scott. Larry Scott is such a great man. He is mild-mannered. He probably didn't even know this existed, right? Somebody probably brought it to his attention. But I am curious. I'm just curious, guys. I'm just curious on how that interaction between Shady and one Larry Scott will be at the MEAC Media Day. But in all else, this is great. This is smart of the MEAC to do this. The MEAC seems to have their one foot into the NFL. And what I mean by that is, obviously, you have the NFL connections with Vic and Deshaun Jackson in their relationship with the Philadelphia Eagles, right? Like that, they're going to even play their game when Delaware State plays Norfolk State. They're going to play it at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia because of the relationship that those two guys have with that organization, because of the location of that organization in Philadelphia to a Delaware State. It's not very far from Delaware to get to Philadelphia, from Dover, Delaware to get to Philadelphia. And also those guys made history. Did a lot of great things with the Philadelphia Eagles, alongside Shady McCoy, Lesean McCoy. So I believe that you could continue to see NFL players really gravitate towards MEAC programs if jobs become available. If coaches move on, if coaches are removed, if coaches are fired, you could see more NFL influx, because it looks as if the MEAC is embracing the star power that guys like Deshaun Jackson, Michael Vick, and now a Lesean McCoy brings to their organization, to the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, and as they should, because the MEAC hasn't had a lot to write home about because their conference is so small. They don't have I think they only have 6 institutions that play football: Howard, North Carolina Central, South Carolina State, DSU, Norfolk, and I'm forgetting somebody. But like, they only play 5 conference games amongst each other. And so that's big for them to be able to get that influx of former NFL talent, NFL stars to roam the sideline, to build up those programs. Because Delaware State had only won 2 games in the previous 2 years total, right? 1 win a year. They're averaging 1 win a year the previous 2 years. Getting Deshaun Jackson in there with Clinton Portis. Clinton Portis is also on the DSU staff. Like, these are former NFL stars. These are former Pro Bowlers, All Pros, et cetera, like borderline Hall of Fame guys. Like, that is big for these conferences. And then you see the Baltimore Ravens. Like I said, the MEAC Media Day is in partnership with the Baltimore Ravens. That tells you they're continuing to embrace the NFL. As you see, the Baltimore Ravens M&T Bank Stadium logo is on the flyer. It says powered by the MEAC in the Baltimore Ravens. You see the NFL and those NFL organizations really being, and the MEAC incorporating those NFL teams, these NFL stars, these NFL organizations, these billion-dollar corporations. And that's smart, especially for a small FCS program, a small FCS conference, a small HBCU FCS conference who only has 6 football playing members. It's big for them, man. That is really, really big for them. It's going to bother me that I forgot that. Let me see if I can remember that. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So who did I forget? Howard, North Carolina Central, Norfolk, Delaware State, South Carolina State, Howard, and Morgan State. Yeah, there we go. Those are the 6. It was going to bother me if I didn't get those 6. So let me know your thoughts. Lesean McCoy co-hosting with Tiffany Greene, the great Tiffany Greene, and Jay Walker at the MEAC Media Day on July 22nd. I think this is awesome for the MEAC. It's great. And potentially we could see Shady roaming the sidelines, more than likely of a MEAC school. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Once again, my name is JeffLightsYJr. This is the Victor Formation Sports Show right here on JeffLightsYJr, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you get your content. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell, because I upload all the time. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Peace.